Welcome back to Kimmock 7. This is your host, Kimmock 7. We're going to talk about this tornado outbreak that happened this past Monday, June 22nd, year 2015. Before I get started, thank you to all my new subscribers. You're going to love this video because I'm going to tell you a lot of information about what happened last Monday. If you're new to me and new to the channel, I'm a storm chaser. I videotape a ton of concerts. I play electric guitar, I do some other things on YouTube, but it's mainly storm chasing and live concerts and some other rants and videos and stuff. So just check it out. You're really going to enjoy it, especially if you like storm chasing. What happened on April 9th this year was my first time I ever saw a tornado. Since April 9th through this past Monday, I've now seen 5 tornadoes. This past one I saw Monday was so friggin' unbelievable, and that's what the main thing I'm gonna talk about in this video here, which is a recap of my storm chase last Monday. Tornado knowledge and experience goes all the way back to 1990 when I visited an F5 damage of the Plainfield tornado in 1990 when I was 18 years old. Then fast forward several years, I went to the Coal City tornado damage in November of 2013. Just absolutely devastating what I saw there. And then this past April in Fairdale, Illinois, where an F3, F4 tornado tore through that town and killed 2 people, right near where I live over here, about an hour away. And then this past Monday was my second real storm chase. I storm chased on April 9th, following storm chasers using the tvnweather.com app. Again, that's TV as in Victor, N weather.com. tvnweather.com app. If you don't have it and you want to see where the storm chasers are going right from your cell phone, where you can watch them, you can have access to their cameras on their dashboards. You can do it right on that app, and you can intercept them and follow them everywhere you go. But be forewarned, and I'm going to talk about that. It is extremely dangerous to do. And I certainly learned a lesson this past Monday. I don't know what's going on with the weather patterns here in Northern Illinois. I've lived here all my life. I'm 44 years old, and I've never, ever seen anything what I've seen over the past several months. This is incredible. The National Weather Service, since April, we're talking almost 20 tornadoes right in the vicinity here of Northern Illinois. Not the Chicago. Luckily, this past Monday, nobody died. But Coal City was completely blown out by F2, F3 damage. And I'm going to be going there tomorrow to check out the damage, finally. Just to shoot some photos and document it as I've done all the way back to 1990. I definitely have a interest in checking out tornado damage, which I certainly saw on Monday because I got myself right in the neck of an F1 tornado, EF1 tornado. So let's get right to that. I'm going to read a few things off here, and then we're going to talk about this picture right here, which says Harmon Area Tornado. If you could see that on camera, that is the tornado track that was officially released from this past Monday, where I was right on that track, right at the time this thing dropped down and these supercells merged. As of today, June 26th at 1 p.m., these are the statistics, the facts about this tornado outbreak this past Monday. During the evening of June 22nd, year 2015, at least 12 tornadoes occurred across Northern Illinois. 10 of those were spawned from one long-lived rotating storm known as a cyclic supercell storm. I was in a cyclic supercell storm. Absolutely blows my mind just to even read those words. This storm tracked across Whiteside, Lee, LaSalle, Grundy, Will, and Kankakee counties. It was very diagonal. It had a southeast diagonal coming out of Davenport, and then it slowly started shooting down southeast. The heaviest damage was in Coal City and Braidwood, which was caused by an EF3 tornado with maximum speeds 160 miles per hour. That's where I'm going tomorrow to check it out. Right to Coal City, which is right where I was exactly, well, not exactly, a year and a half ago. A tornado hit Coal City a year and a half ago, and then this past Monday it also hit Coal City. They crossed the same path. They came from different directions. The chances of that happening are so slim. The end of this article here, and again, this is from National Weather Service. The atmosphere on Monday was primed for severe weather. Very, very warm, humid conditions, low pressure moving north of the region, and a strong jet stream aloft. Let's talk about my chase on Monday. I left out of work at about 5 o'clock, and I saw where the storm chasers, well, 2 of them were headed, which was to Rochelle, Illinois. So I intercepted them. I was there fairly quickly. Talked to them. I didn't even talk to them. I just started following them. And before I knew it, we were out in the middle of bumblefuck somewhere. But I saw what was coming. I saw that these cells were merging. Not only did I see it from the apps on my phone, but I saw it in front of me. And at one point, the storm chaser stopped, and he basically kind of warned me. Well, he didn't warn me. He just asked me, "Are you really going to try and follow me?" And I said, "Yeah," kind of nervously. I'm a total amateur, and this is obviously extremely dangerous conditions. There's no doubt about it, and I don't recommend anyone do this. And I do not have an SUV either. I have an Acura sedan. Before I knew it, there was this merging, twisting, cyclic supercell right in front of me. You could watch all my videos, and I'll put a bunch of links on here. I'm going to put a link on this video of this article, which is from weather.gov, and I will put a link of my other videos. But check out 2 main videos that I uploaded this past Monday. One says "Caught in a Tornado." The other one says "Tornado in Sublet, Illinois." I made a quick, what I thought was a calculated decision to follow this storm chaser under the wall cloud. I don't know why, to this moment, I don't know why he decided to go directly under the wall cloud, and I wasn't sure where the roads were going. And like everything is taught on YouTube, you got to have an exit strategy. Well, I didn't. Stupid. Total stupidity. Yes, I risked my life. Yes, I risked my car being flipped over or a branch coming right through the windshield. So I was right at that point where I was going to either retreat or I was going to follow him. I'd already been following him for basically an hour and a half at that point, or 2 hours. So I felt actually by following him that it'd be safer than for me to try and go somewhere I don't know. But that backfired because I could not keep up with him in his SUV. He was going too fast. And before I knew it, the rains hit, and then bam, as you see in my video, the winds hit. And my GPS went out on my iPhone, and I don't have satellite GPS. All I have is my G4 network on my iPhone, which is a huge problem. And I will never go down side roads like that again without the right technology and equipment, or maybe someone in the car with me. When you storm chase, you should storm chase with somebody who could be the navigator, and then you could be the driver. It's certainly something I've learned. To wrap up this video, absolutely terrifying, emotional, yet fun and exciting and exhilarating experience. Again, just like I did on April 9th, I may never ever experience something like this again. So a huge part of me is very glad that I just threw myself into it and took these chances and experienced something like this, because it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I am completely blown away, as you can see my excitement in making this video. But at the other end, I learned a lesson, which is to only follow a storm chaser so far, and you got to have the right GPS satellite equipment, because if you get caught in that situation and your G4 network goes out on your iPhone, you're fucked. You don't know where to go. I don't know what streets. I didn't even know which way was north, west, south, or east. I was completely blown away. And the winds and the rain, there was no way I could drive. That's how powerful it was. And looking at this storm track, what I showed you earlier, this was the track. I was right here when that hit there. So you see on that video where it says "Caught in a Tornado," those winds on there are between 85 and 100 miles per hour. I'm thinking they're closer to 85 to 100, whatever. I have no fucking idea. All I know is it was unbelievable. And then that old guy pulls up next to me. He's like, "You better get your ass out of here. You gotta get your ass in a, you gotta get your ass kicked." And he had been following me too. He says he like, this is his county. He wasn't a cop or anything. He was just like some random citizen watching out for his kids who said he lived by. An unbelievable experience. I don't recommend you doing anything like I'm doing, but if you are interested and you have questions, feel free to shoot them over to me. But most of all, go study storm chasing before you start going out there like me, like an amateur, and risk your life. It's very dangerous. You got to be very careful. These side roads can get flooded. You can get hit by trees. There was one point where I was going pretty fast, and I noticed right away that there are trees in the road, humongous branches. So if I was going too fast, I would have gone right into a tree, which could flip my car or run me off the road and cause me horrific damage. I helped some people remove trees from the streets, and I quickly got the fuck out of there and went home. It all happened within a span of 45 minutes. Absolutely blown away. My condolences go out to everybody in Coal City, everyone in Woodhaven Estates, the campground near Sublet, and everywhere else that may have experienced damage. My condolences go out to you. And this is the end of this video. Thank you for subscribing to Kimok7. If you like this video, please like it, please share it. There's going to be more. I don't know how many supercell cyclics mesocyclones are going to roll through northern Illinois, but if they do, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be a little bit more careful. Have a good day. This video is over. Like I said in my other video, you could go back to doing your laundry. You could go back to doing the dishes now. You could go back to watching your Oprah or your Game of Thrones or whatever the hell you want to do.